Chapter 4. Missing in Action. Deep in the chocolate box perfection of the Earth's molten core, there arose a small frisson. Among the crystal forests and iron filings of that magnetic monopole could be heard this conversation. "Oi! Corey, old boy! It's me, Krusty!" "Who?" "The Earth's crust," it shouted back. "Oh," said the iron core. "What are you doing down there?" inquired Krusty. "Oh, nothing much," it replied gloomily. "Just keeping the boiler room going." "You don't sound too happy to me, old mate." "Oh, you know, same old, it said dolefully. "How about giving us a song, then? That'll cheer you up," suggested Krusty helpfully. "The only one I know is Shake, Rattle and Roll." "Oh, Corey," Krusty said, shaking with laughter, "you crack me up." Corey said dryly that he wasn't being funny, just truthful, and that his lyrical repertoire, though melodic, was limited to just the one. And would Krusty please stop making fun of him? After all, it wasn't his fault that he was tone-deaf, yet artistically sensitive. But the Earth's crust was listening to none of this. Instead, it shook and trembled until its sides split in uproarious laughter. Once again, there was a shift and a crack in the ballast of the Earth. The little hole in the laws of physics mended itself. Everyone lost their balance, and all the plates quivered in the hutch. The Victoria plate trembled, and then with a jolt, it suddenly became a she once more. She, Victoria, found herself sitting again on the wet earth in the old park, feeling the familiar drip, drip, drip of rainfall from the trees. "Oh dear, my goodness, what happened?" said Victoria, bewildered. Brushing the wet earth off her dress, she stood up shakily. "Are you all right, Miss Victoria?" Nanny Saren lifted the dazed child gently by the arm and helped her to her feet. "Ah, yes, I think so." "It was just old Poseidon in bad mood, thumping his trident, I'll be bound. A mild tremor, dear. A slight earthquake, but not to worry. Very rare, I must say. Happens once every 50 years or so in these parts. No one can explain them, just a natural phenomenon. But the shock was enough to knock you off your young feet. There, you're all right now." Yes, Nanny, I'm fine. A bit shaken, that's all. But really, I am fine. You know, what I really want to do is go over and see if those children by the wall in Teddy's garden are all right. They must be half dead with fright from the tremor, not to mention ravenously hungry." "Why, yes, dear," replied Nanny, a little surprised. "But I thought you didn't care for those children. You never have before. You said they stank." "Yes, but when the children are hungry, paradise weeps." Nanny Saren looked hard at Victoria and was secretly amazed. "I've got some Madeira cake left, and an apple to give to those poor children to eat. It's not much, but at least it's something to tide them over. Maybe tomorrow we can take the wicker basket, full of food. Cook always makes more than enough, and it often goes to waste. Let's go to them." "Yes, of course, Miss Victoria," said Nanny with new respect. "But may I ask what's got into you? You're acting very strange, if I may say so." Victoria thought carefully before answering, so as not to give anything away of her strange adventure. "The king of second chances took me into deep waters. Not that I would drown, but that I would be clean," she said cryptically. "Time to start over and serve up with a clean slate. Today, lunch is on me." And every day thereafter, Victoria took a bountiful basket of food to the old park and shared it with the ragamuffin children of Teddy's corner. Their wan, thin faces soon turned plump and rosy. Together with Dundee, they feasted and played and laughed merrily for many a happy day. Many moons away, in a stone-flagged kitchen, a cook would sometimes stand in front of the china cabinet, looking puzzled. In quiet moments she would say to herself, I wonder where that Victoria plate has gone to. I know it's not broken. The king washed it himself. I can't account for it. It's just disappeared into thin air. But the truth is that to this day the Victoria plate was missing in action.